engagements में we generally try and do not too dramatic looks because ये first function है and we don't want too much of makeup and too dramatic of a look because since all the family members are going to see the bride, most of them are going to see the bride for the first time. तो हम कोशिश करते हैं कि हम बहुत अच्छी very doll kinds, very girly, we create that kind of look for the bride. These Pat McGrath palettes are so bomb. Look at the colors. They're so beautiful. And they have those big palettes also, but if you don't want to invest that much in those big palettes, then these palettes are worth every single penny. This is the Celestial Nirvana eyeshadow palette in the shade Bronze Bliss. You must be thinking, what glitters did I use on her? I love these glitters from Lit Cosmetics. They're so pretty and they come in various sizes. बहुत minute glitter लेना है वो ले सकते हैं, थोड़ा chunky glitter लेना है वो ले सकते हैं. And the colors that I've used is, this one is pretty in pink and this is Beach Baby. And what I love is I always mix two glitters to get my perfect shade because मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा pink भी नहीं चाहिए, बहुत gold भी नहीं चाहिए. So what I did is I mixed both of them to achieve the right color. Lit Cosmetics is an international brand and I'm not very sure whether it's available in India, but I'm sure Makeup and You is one site that can give you authentic international products. So you can very well contact her and she has most of this stuff. So if she has Lit Cosmetics, it would be great for you. हमारी model के face पे I can see a little bit of open pores here on the nose and this area. So I'm going to use the blur primer from Huda Beauty. बहुत ही अच्छा primer है. And on top of it, if you use the same blur foundation, the results are fabulous. Open pores के लिए तो बहुत amazing काम करता है. In fact, not just open pores, I use it on myself as well. And it's very long lasting, बहुत अच्छा finish है, and it looks really beautiful. So I think you can always add this foundation in your vanity. Because the final result for open pores, yes, we do struggle. Open pores के लिए Porefessional for Benefit. Porefessional from Benefit is a super primer because जैसे ही आप उसको लगाओगे, it fills your pores, and on top of it, when you put your foundation, it turns out to be beautiful. But I think I have used this as well on my brides, and the results are fabulous. Open pores के लिए, this is also one of the primers from Benefit, and this is Porefessional, and as I said, this is from Benefit. But this is for dry skin. So people who have dry skin and still have open pores. I have dry skin, but I still have a little bit of open pores here. Great product if you want to use it as a primer. इसी का एक और product आता है which is like light blue in color. It's like teal blue, and that is for oily skin. So if your client has open pores and has got oily skin, then you can use the other one. Also, the latest is definitely the Blur Primer from Huda Beauty. Beautiful product. So you can always choose amongst the three, and you can decide which one will go the best, or you can try your hands on all of them. Which one you like, you can always try them out. I have started using Huda Beauty ke concealers. I used to use Tarte and I used to love them. For years I've been using Tarte. But इनको use करने के बाद I think I will switch over to these very soon. Tarte के concealers थोड़े से thick हैं, and yes, I think they're a little bit dry also. But when we talk about Huda concealers, they are so light on skin. अभी मैं apply करूँगी and you'll see, and they have amazing colors as well. Indian skin tone के हिसाब से अगर आपको three shades that you want to keep in your vanity are definitely Graham Cracker. I like Sugar Biscuit. These two are very similar. थोड़ा सा फ़र्क है, थोड़ा सा light और थोड़ा सा dark है. And this one is Nougat, and this is a very light one. So if you want to highlight, you can use this one. But these concealers are really nice. They are very, very light on skin, and इनको लगाने के बाद बिल्कुल भी केकीनेस नहीं लगता है, dry नहीं लगता है, and the overall look comes out to be really nice. I like it, and they are going to be new babies in my vanity for sure. I'm using this bronzer from Huda Beauty. एक pro tip definitely. कभी भी bronzer लेकर directly face पर apply मत करो. I think you should always warm it up. And जितना extra है it comes in your hand. अगर ये लेकर मैं सीधा face पे apply करती तो सोचिए क्या होता. It would take much more time for me to blend. And अगर हम इसको brush पे apply करके और फिर apply करेंगे, it will turn out to be more seamless. Very light pressure. Huda Beauty का bronzer is quite pigmented. To be more safe in your makeup, it is always advisable कि आप product को पहले warm कर लो अपने हाथ पर and then apply it. Whatever is left on my brush, I'm just using it on the nose contour area. Now, हम वैसे, I have also done that. पहले हम line बनाते हैं and then we start blending that line. Why do you want to work that hard? And also, कई बार blend करते करते, if the product dries up very quickly, then product blend करते करते आपका foundation भी move होने लग जाता है. So it is always better that you warm up the product at the back of your hand and then apply it. And you know, it looks very, very seamless. बहुत flawless सा finish आता है. चलिए, let me tell you about powders. I think a must-have in every makeup artist vanity are these Huda powders. They are so amazing. They are so finely milled. इनका finish, इनका final look, I think इनको लगाने के बाद the whole makeup looks so photogenic. This powder photographs very well. So every makeup artist should have this in their vanity. And especially these two colors. One is this one, which is Cupcake, and the other one is this one, which is Banana Bread. Cupcake, generally for people who have neutral skin tone and who are more fair. ये product बहुत अच्छा लगता है उन पर. But if you have someone who have a little darker or a wheatish kind of skin tone, then I think you should opt for Banana Bread because this has a little bit of yellow in it. And जनरली ऐसा होता है जब हम एक डार्क कॉम्प्लेक्शन को फेयर करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो वो थोड़े टाइम बाद ऐशी कन्वर्ट होने लगता है. सो इफ़ यू यूज़ अ पाउडर विच हैज़ येलो इनटू इट, वो मेकअप ऐशी नहीं होगा. Especially, when we talk about certain areas like forehead पे कई बार pigmentation का patch ज़्यादा होता है, या around the mouth. Asian skin में generally brides have uneven skin tone here. So what you can do is you can always use this powder, because इसको use करने के बाद even after hours your makeup will not turn ashy. And if you have a complexion जो इन दोनों के बीच का है, then you can probably mix these powders and use them. So these two, cupcake and banana bread, are a must have if you put it in your vanity. Powder लगाने से पहले make sure that there are no fine lines, like your foundation is not getting to those fine lines under the eyes, around the lips. Just fill your powder puff with powder. I can apply powder with a brush also, but generally जब open pores पे काम करते हैं, then I prefer using a sponge, because then the powder sets well and उसका final result बहुत flawless आता है. And you know what? Huda Beauty ka hi primer, the blur primer, then the blur foundation, and now the Huda Beauty powder. I'm sure the result is going to be amazing. I'm not promoting Huda Beauty anyways, but I know the overall look will be amazing.